Hello, welcome Warriors of Light. Hopefully I can get this right the first time, but welcome. I'm going to talk to you all about the quick chat with with Yoshida here about patch 6.2 and Final Fantasy XIV's future. I just seen this recently with on Twitter, and I was like, oh, maybe I should read this and actually make some content on it, but hopefully I'm not in the way. I've learned from the past of doing these videos that, I don't know, should I be like more zoomed in, but I kind of, maybe I'll do this real quick here. Let's move over here for now, so y'all can see me. All right. So yeah, so I can read this. I'll zoom in a little bit more so you might be able to actually see what is going on. So anyways, though, I'm going to read it. We're going to see if there's anything juicy about it, anything to talk about. But before we get to it, make sure to hit that subscribe button, hit the like down below, comment down below. Actually, I don't say that yet. So don't have to comment yet, but we'll see. We'll see what the comments are going to be. All right. I'm doing this live, so I'm a little bit nervous. I don't know why, but it's something I'm not comfortable with yet. But anyways, patch 6.2 for Final Fantasy XIV was a boon for players. The Final Fantasy XIV team delivered on nearly every front in terms of new content. True. Wild Raid, yeah, it was pretty good so far. I've only done... I mean, normals was good, but I haven't only done a little bit of Savage. Rotary Story Quest, the new characters, yeah. Much tasted chill vibes. Island Sanctuary, yeah, I went really hard on Island Sanctuary. Kind of more chill now, with Island Sanctuary. And meaningful revamps to older stuff. It dropped in late August, and we've covered it from every angle, but with some time away from the patch. And 6.25 right around the corner, this is a big one. We had a moment to reflect on where Final Fantasy XIV is going. I had an opportunity to send a few questions over email director Yoshida, and from where the game is now to where it's going to be in the future. It seems like Final Fantasy XIV has a post-Hydaelyn world figured out. Given that we're embarking on a new adventure this time, I was most careful about not losing momentum. Yoshida replies when I asked him about how the development team is handling expectations for Final Fantasy XIV's next era, yeah, which is a big one. I have a video idea that I'm going to come out with, but I need to work on it, about the future of Final Fantasy XIV, which I think is going to be a really super fun video to do. And yeah, hopefully, it's pretty much like the next 4 to 6 years where I think Final Fantasy XIV will be. But yes, he followed up and said Endwalker provided closure for everyone's acceleration, which was preciously why it was important to stoke the fire for the next thrill. A build-up of excitement, filling the thrill, embarking on the adventure into the unknown. I believe these are what players are looking for. So I want to be mindful of those expectations. True. That thrill Yoshida mentions is due in large part of the story Final Fantasy XIV tells. For those who are caught up on the latest story content in patch 6.2, we have newcomers like Quickly Grown Satrap, yeah, the Varshan and the Void narrative Reaper. I like Zero. Taking on lead roles, we venture through Uncharted Realm. However, much of this current arc is rooted in Final Fantasy IV, using the classic entry as the point of reference. Gold Bez and the Four Friends are our current focus. I should have probably give you guys a warning, but yeah, this is definitely... I mean, it is about 6.2 in the future, so... but nothing is that simple in Final Fantasy XIV. Yoshida hinted at something bigger, saying, I hope you'll stay tuned to see how the story will unfold from here. Oh shit, dude. Oh shit. But with regards to continue to use Final Fantasy XIV as a source material, he said, I had resolved to avoid flaunting references to Final Fantasy IV until we eventually took players to the moon. So now I'm letting it all out. Between the Barb trial, using Final Fantasy IV boss battle theme, and all the references and motives it's between, Final Fantasy XIV is laying it on it thick, which some of us are enjoying quite a lot. Yes, I would say so. Even though I've never played Final Fantasy IV. Maybe one day I will go do that. So anyways, its previous statement about Final Fantasy XIV is part of the Final Fantasy theme park, yet there's a fine line between going overboard. This applies to any title in the series that will we incorporate. But while we want people to feel the vibes, you know, we also make sure our story is still original, Yoshida said. He continued, the same approach we use this time around as well. Which is what makes Final Fantasy XIV so enjoyable, the small things. Players hold the game in high regard for its storytelling and impressive set-piece battles. But patch 6.2 was another example of how a variety of side activities round out the experience. Final Fantasy XIV regularly gives players something new to do in addition to the expected content. Now, Island Sanctuary was the most recent highlight. The crafting, gathering, and the base management proved to be an easygoing endeavor unless you're aggressively playing the handicraft market. And there's more of it in that way. There's a cheat sheet. I did make a guide on this. There is a sheet that makes it pretty easy to make money. But if you don't use that, yeah, it can be pretty interesting. But I'm lazy. So we plan to open more areas in which to construct facilities. Add more types of facilities. Okay, big. And of course, address feedback from our players. Yoshida said regarding what's next for the Island Sanctuary, he concluded, we'll be maintaining the concept of making the Island Sanctuary a place where players can freely enjoy at their own pace. Whatever is in store, we can expect in the upcoming 6.x patches, as mentioned in previous live letters. So he said more facilities, types of facilities. Does that mean we're gonna get like more plots or just like more things we can just build or upgrade? But hopefully we need more variety. That's like my one thing I said about my review on Island Sanctuary is I'd like to see more variety of stuff. Like make your town more unique in there. So hopefully we'll be maintaining the concept of making the Island Sanctuary. Yeah. Oh, yes, previous levelers. Criterion variant dungeons are all new types of instances, which is coming up very soon, 6.25 later this month, and I hope you've done your Hildebrand quest to get ready for the next relic weapons. In terms of shaking up the core of Final Fantasy XIV, Yoshida doesn't seem too concerned about making significant changes to establish formula. Rather, it seems the team is more focused on the game's quality of life and long-term stability for now. Yes, the plans I've announced so far, including Coding Soul, play styles, and offering new types of content, are the entirety of the challenges we're currently pushing forward. With Yoshida said in the reply to a question about the most pressing matters they face, and if there are concerns about shaking up the current formula. Okay, the big ticket item as we approach the next expansion 7.0 is the graphics overhaul, which was outlined in the live letter earlier this year and a major piece of modernizing Final Fantasy XIV, and it's not the only one. Recently, Europe got new servers, Japan got restricted data centers, and Oceanic servers went live. And while new North American servers are still being worked, it's being a key focus, especially considering the congestion troubles around. Yes, they need servers because Endwalker was brutal for starting. Naturally, the graphical update isn't the only challenge we're undertaking. We're also working on future-proofing with significant server expansions, as well as investing in infrastructure in other aspects. Interesting. Should have mentioned outside of that, well, I suppose that depends on what sort of ideas we have for the patch 7.x series. I know I'm already racking my brain over it, laughs. He typed out, probably giggling to myself. Oh, shit, dude. He got big plans, bro. He got big plans, bro. Oh, my God. This is interesting. This is a very interesting statement. So, let's go over it real quick again. Naturally, the graphical update isn't the only challenge we're undertaking. This is interesting to me. Do you think they're going to smooth out the... They always call it, what, like the tick and stuff, like the battling. We're also working on future-proofing with significant server expansions, as well as investing in infrastructure and other aspects. Outside of that, well, I suppose that depends on what sort of ideas I have for patch. Yo, Blue Mage BR coming. Maybe. I know I'm already racking my brain over it, laughs. Okay, that's interesting. Very interesting. Dude, this guy's got a bigger budget now. You know, Yoshi's got a bigger budget. He's going to come up with some crazier ideas. So, Final Fantasy XIV is much high profile now and more eyes on the game than ever before. Ushering the game into a new era also means taking care of the not so flashy aspects like servers improving the user experience. Though I have noticed over the years of playing Final Fantasy XIV, new ideas explored in patch content are often attested for something we'll see in the future. Yes, which I'm kind of curious about Island Sanctuary. If they are going to update like any like gathering, like the gathering professions at all. I don't know. However, they may manifest the next expansion or set of patches. It'll be exciting to parse when the time comes. If you're itching for more hints about Final Fantasy XIV, it's going from here. You should know that the development team is in the case that wrapped up the writer's retreat not too long ago. Yep, the writer team is done. They have written, or they are writing a 7.0 for the next expansion. In the meantime, patch 6.25 is set to release later this month. It will be covered here. All right, that was good. That was interesting. Very interesting. But not like too much. But they're not gonna give too much away. Plus the live letters tomorrow, so we'll get some more stuff. Which I wonder if maybe he'll talk about. I doubt it. I don't think he'll talk about like the graphical stuff, but we'll see. I'm just kind of like trying to figure out what the live letter will be tomorrow night. So obviously, like the criteria dungeons, I think we're going to go over the rewards, what the relic weapons look like. I guarantee they're going to show us the relic weapons at least. Maybe talk about more graphical ideas or something like that. They ain't going to touch anything on 6.3 yet. That'll be the next probably live letter. Which that would probably be in December. It should be because I think 6.3 will be out in January, like early January. But anyways, yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed my reading of this article. Yeah, it was pretty good. I'm always interested in what Yoshi is thinking about, you know. Dude has a lot of plans, a lot of exciting plans. So hopefully we'll see what's going to happen here. So anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this. Make sure to hit the like button, subscribe, and comment down below. What do you think? What do you think out of this big, especially... Where is it? This one here. Or no. It was this one down here. What do you think? What do you think the big plan is here for the future of 7.0? I'd love to know your ideas of it. Or just what you want to see in Final Fantasy 14. So maybe Blitzball's coming, you know? Maybe. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the video. And I'll see you all on the next one. Adios.